Hi, Mama. I am Brooklyn, founder and creator of Booze, and we have our blog that is out. We've had a few posts here and there, but we're really gonna start doing it. We're gonna do it, and I figure, some people read, some people listen, some people like to watch. There's my neighbor. He just drove by. I'm in my car right now because I have 2 kids and it's the only place that is quiet and still feels like home, stuff all over. So I'm going to give you a recap of what's on the blog. So if you're not a reader, at least you can listen because it's really important. I think this topic is really important, and as I put in the blog, we're going to actually write and talk a lot more about it, but it's on the topic of support. This weekend, we put up a little thing that was like, hey, do you feel supported? And it was like a crazy amount of moms, new moms especially, I'm guessing, because that's really who we reach, don't feel supported. And that is heartbreaking because this is a really hard time, or it can be. And if you don't feel supported, that can feel really lonely and heartbreaking and all the stuff. And so today's blog was on 4 steps to feel supported postpartum. So as I said, there are so many topics that we can talk about. We can talk about pregnancy, pre-pregnancy. We can talk about 6 months after baby, 2 years after baby. But these 4 things are very simply things to do right away, either before baby comes or right after baby's here to support that time. So the first one, and again, I'm just going to give you a gist of what I wrote. I'm not going to read it word for word. But the first one is to communicate with your partner. This is super important. If your partner is like my partner, he's an amazing, great guy, but cannot read my mind. As hard as I try and as much as I focus, he has not gotten it. But when I do tell him how I'm really feeling, it's like a totally different experience for him. He has no idea, and he's a great partner, a great father, but he doesn't have my hormones. He didn't have my experience of birth. And so it's the same thing here. When your partner gets home and they ask you how your day was, tell them. Don't tell them it was amazing and there are flowers everywhere. Don't be a martyr. Don't do that. Don't take one for the team, and don't even think about what people are going to say or think if he says, yeah, she's having a really hard time right now. People are going to be like, truth. Yes. So tell him how you're really feeling, how your body's feeling, how your mind is feeling. It's okay to say, today was not a good day, or I don't want to be around my baby right now. That's an okay thing. You're going to be okay, Mama. The second one is, this one's more practical. Set up a meal train. This is best to do if you have not had baby yet, but if you have, that's okay too. It's just good to have in place because once baby comes, you, Mama, need to sit and nourish and lay and sleep. You do not need to be worrying about cooking. And again, even if your partner is a phenomenal cook, that's wonderful, but they need to be in on the bonding too. And so set this up, have people sign up ahead of time so that all of your meals are taken care of for the first 2 weeks and you'll have leftovers and things to snack on. The biggest thing though is don't just eat chips and carrots because they're there, okay? You need real good nourishing food. Okay, the third one, kind of have to check it, is get off of social media. And it's okay if you close this out right now, if you push stop. I'm okay with that. I've come to peace with it. You need to get off of social media because the women that are on there are beautiful and amazing and incredible people, but sometimes, just sometimes, the realities that they portray are not reality. Okay, they might have their 5 kids like sitting in their beautiful marble kitchen, and that's wonderful. For them, that's great. For you though, who might be having a really hard time just getting your baby to latch, that can be really frustrating. And that can create ideals of what you need to live up to, and they're just not real. It's not real life. This looking like a hobo and hiding in your car, it's a little bit more real life, a little bit. But it's not your experience, and so shut that off. Rather, you can have your phone out, but text a friend, call your parents, call your neighbor. Just connect with someone in person rather than scrolling through social media. If you have that time, you could also pick up a book, you could take a bath maybe, just see. Okay. And then the last one is to join a mom's group. And I recommend doing this before baby comes, just so that you make sure that you do it, just because there's no way of really knowing how you're going to feel. Once baby comes, you could be over the moon and wanting to connect and wanting to share your experience with other women, or you could want to crawl into a dark corner and just sit there and cry. And that's a totally normal experience, but you need to get out. You need to have those experiences with other women. The best thing, and I put it in the blog, the best thing that ever happens to a new mom is like you have your boobs out, you're all crying together, you're all feeding, your kids are crying, there's just tears and boobs everywhere, and it's the best thing ever because no one is looking at you different. No one is trying to relate, they just are. You're in the same space, and it's so good. It's so good. So, I hope that if you took the time to watch this, you are feeling a little bit encouraged. I hope that you feel connected with and supported, because we at Boo Boos, that's our main thing. The bra is the bra, and it's an amazing product, and I can't wait for it to get to you. But our biggest mission is to support mother. So, have a wonderful day. You are doing a great job. You are amazing, and you are everything, and we love you.